that we are not just polluting our planet, we are polluting space as well. Thousands of pieces of debris from broken satellites, rocket boosters, and weapon tests that humans have launched over the years have now got stuck in space. This creates clutter, which can not only crash into the active satellites, but also release harmful chemicals into the atmosphere. So who are the worst offenders? Well, according to a study by a German database company, Russia is the #1 space polluter. It accounts for over 7,000 debris floating around in space. Russia is followed by its competitor #1, the United States of America, which is responsible for more than 5,000 pieces of debris in space. China is at #3, Europe's Space Agency is #4, and India is at #5. India accounts for 144 pieces of debris in space, which is hardly anything given what Russia and the United States of America account for. Now, space debris essentially is any piece of machinery or junk left by humans in space. Some space junk results from collision of anti-satellite tests in orbit. Researchers have calculated that there is a 10% chance that debris will strike one or more people within a decade. Currently, there are over 27,000 trackable debris in space. This is according to NASA, but things will get worse when companies like Boeing and SpaceX will launch some 65,000 spacecraft into low Earth orbit. This will end up in more collisions and possibly more debris as well. Now, several countries, including the United States of America, China, and India, have used missiles to practice blowing up their own satellites, hence causing more debris. Now, just yesterday, NASA has successfully crashed into an asteroid to test a defense technology. For clearing the debris, the United Nations has asked all companies to remove their satellite from orbit within 25 years after the end of their mission. But active debris removal faces several technological, geopolitical, and economic challenges. Manufacturing and launching debris removal vehicles is expensive, and if it goes wrong, then there's the risk of simply creating further debris. Let me try and go across to Dr. BK Tyagi, who's joining us on the broadcast. He's a scientist and an ex-consultant at the Vigyan Prasar, which is a body of the government of India. So thank you very much for your time, Dr. Tyagi. It turns out that humans are not just experts at polluting the earth, we are experts at polluting space as well. Just how bad can it get? What's the worst case scenario in this case?
I think problem is more and more, look at the list which you have just read out. The more you are developed, technologically, more, the pollution you are doing into the space. Exactly like the sequence, like starting from Russia, USA, then China, then Japan, France, then the India also. So here the question is, it is basically debris is what? It's a solid, waste which we are throwing into the space, which is, you can say, the leftover after your mission, which you, until now, we have technology to send our, satellite into the space, and that's true in a lower Earth orbit. That is a very dangerous thing because it increases, more crowd into that lower, space, Earth orbit. Then the more chances of such collisions, more, debris, and more chances of accident harming, the people on Earth. They may fall on Earth because of, when there is a collision, it may come out from that low Earth orbit and come into the gravitational pull of the of Earth and may fall on somewhere. Because there was a news also in Maharashtra also. It was like presumed that it was from the China some space mission debris which fall on which were detected in 2 villages of Maharashtra. So this the way like the space race has started, and the number of satellite we are launching, and after their mission is over, because they have their shell life. So, but till now we have not able to come out with the technology to bring them back. So they are still there into the space. I think it reminds me of because when I was a child, my grandmother used to tell me the story of Aravat Hathi was thrown by Bhim the character of Mahabharata, and is still roaming into the space. So that is true for all the material which we are injecting into the space. That will remain there. In fact, they will be multiplying in terms of after collision, they may turn into the smaller particle and create more danger, in the sense like they may assume or they may attain the speed into the space, speed of which is more than the speed of a bullet. So if it will strike with any object, suppose we are sending manned mission into the space, and you are for some exploration into the space, and if such piece strike with you, what will happen? What will be the fate of that human being? And not only that, they may also strike with your satellite, which you are sending with lot of effort, with lot of money. You have installed a satellite, and it may strike. So you have to be very, very careful that there should not be any accident. So
Sure.
this going to be this such chances are going to be more and more. The more and more,
Essentially,
yeah.
essentially, given the space race that the world has entered in, this is a byproduct of that, and we need a Safai Abhiyan in space as well. Essentially, that is what it is.
Yes,
We need
yes.
a Safai Abhiyan in space as well.
Yes.
Unfortunately, we don't have the technology for it right now, and we will have to pay the price for it. Dr. Tyagi, I'm completely out of time here on Urban Debate, but so good to get your perspective on this story, and it's an important one. Thank you so much. And good night to all my viewers. I'll see you once again tomorrow, same time. Do, of course, continue to be with Mirror Now, because all the news is up ahead.